Hello and welcome to this short introduction to the iceberg model in coaching. This is a model that has existed for quite some years in psychology. Now, we're not saying that we do any psychological examination, but it just helps you and me in our thinking when we go through some coaching conversations. And I don't mean that we use this model all the time very explicitly in the conversations, but it's somewhere in the background. Sometimes we may just use the levels I explain in a moment. Sometimes it may just be in the background and you may recognize occasionally that we go into certain levels. So let me just briefly show this model and explain you how it works. So we call it your personal iceberg. And obviously, when we start in coaching, we talk about behavior. So we look at the behavior you want to change. And that behavior is always related to something that is deeper in you. And you see on the right-hand side, this iceberg, the behavior is visible above the waterline. The next level related to your behavior in this model is below the waterline. It starts there with your thoughts and your feeling, which are influencing your behavior. And when we dive deeper into your inner self, then we reach a level where we call it the beliefs and values level. So there we may explore some beliefs which are related to the behavior and some values. And in some cases, some values also have some shadows. We will explore that one whenever it comes up. And below the values, very deep in your inner self, there are needs we have been grown up with, we've adopted, we've had from day one, and there are some fears related to maybe the behavior, the circumstances, and we can explore that one. And we explore that in an open way, not in a very process-oriented way. We can do that one, but it's more open in a conversation. And when we do the first exploration of your behavior as it is, we then go back and look into behavior, what you like to do, and we use the iceberg model to really explore and reflect on the levels, what needs to change in order to help you to get the other behavior. So, and now we are at the benefits. What are the benefits, of this model? For you, it helps you connecting your behavior to deeper drivers, and that creates awareness for you. It opens possibility for reflection of the appropriateness of deeper drivers, because sometimes they're just not fit to the context anymore. And then it also helps you and us in changing your behavior, and it makes it last if you shift the deeper behaviors. We get to more in depth when we talk in detail and one of our coaching conversations. So I want to give you an example how it works in exploring the personal iceberg. So let's take one person I actually worked with, and the person had a very detailed approach in transfunctional meetings or presentations. Lost the audience when I was trying to convince them of things. So we explored that and said, what's below that one in terms of thoughts and feelings? And the thought there was always, they need to have all the details to understand what they have to decide. And the feelings were, there was always anxiousness to get them really to make the right decision, whatever that means, the right decision. But that was the thoughts and the feelings. And in the dance of the coaching, we moved to the levels below, beliefs and values. We actually came up with two beliefs. One is, only when one has all the details, one can make a good decision. Now you can ask yourself, is that true? That's what we explored. The second belief was, showing depth of my knowledge will create trust in my expertise. That may be true. Maybe it's not needed. And a value we explored there in this context is being professional. Good value. Do we find shadows? Not at this time. And then we went the next level to needs and fears. There's a strong need that the person wanted to be seen as an expert in the field. And the fear was there, very much related to the situation. Without details, they make the wrong decision, which, as a consequence, in the fear, which will cause problems for me and the company. So this is how it works when you go first through, and then we'll obviously go back and say, so what is the alternative? And we work through the iceberg in a different way. But we come to that when we work together. So this is your personal iceberg. We'll look at the behavior you want to change, consider thoughts and feelings. That may be enough in some cases. We may go to beliefs and values. That could be sufficient, or we need to dive deep to needs and fears. Don't worry, we're getting there, and I look forward to working with you in your endeavor to change your behavior and develop yourself. Thank you very much, and I wish you all the best.